feel like I timed it way better this time. I think the real best parts of any podcast is the timing. Is if you can. I thought I left an incense still burning. I can't tell. If I'm sure there won't be a fire. We'll be fine. So the timing is great because it's everything in a show. You know, if you fuck up the timing, you might as well start over. You might as well quit. You might as well give up, you know? And I think I've mastered timing when it comes to my intros. So great. Welcome. This is Father B already yapping, you know? Already yapping. And this is the Young Talk podcast where I had decided, I changed what the description of this podcast is. It is 90% yap, 10% content. So if you are here, thank you for listening. I am interested in what we're going to cover tonight. Last week, right? Part one of this episode, right? This is a big episode. So part one, we covered a lot of different things. We covered Fantastic Four. We covered a little bit of, we covered some of the Cat in the Hat, and we talked about, I think we talked about censorship that episode. So, you know, some interesting topics. And this week we're going to kind of keep that momentum flowing. We will start off with this Will Smith interview, you know, just get through it, talk about it, and kind of goof around a bit because we do have some other things that I want to discuss. But before we get to those more heavier topics, let's have some fun first. Let's relax, right? If you're this is meant to be pretty chill. I'm pretty chill today. So let's take a look at Will Smith's interview. Now, I do have timestamps. For this shit, you know, because my man is just going downhill here. You know, he is just lost in the sauce when it comes to life. And it's uncanny what I don't know what it's like to be Will Smith, and I don't know if I ever want to know, but you know, it must be scary. It must be scary to be Will Smith. Can I pull this up? Let me see if we can. I do have a timestamps here. So I think it's like about 16 minutes in. I mean, we could technically watch the whole thing. So I have timestamps on this whole thing. So this is one where they talk about beautiful scars and essentially how you should be taking accountability for things that you do, whether you slap someone or don't slap someone, or, you know, overreact or not. But let's just see how Will Smith responds to beautiful scars, is what they call it, which is very fucking silly, but whatever. Let me make sure we got the sound on. We do got the sound on. Cool.
Yes.
And then I'm going to pitch Manchester United just that little bit more.
Okay, got it.
But let's put on a song. I'm going to put on a song from your last album, or your latest album, should I say, based on a true story. One that I really, really liked was Beautiful Scars.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Big
so
Sean
it's the name of a song. I forgot. It's a
banger.
Yeah.
I feel like it stuck to me because I also have quite a big scar on my hand.
Oh,
and also scars can
yes.
come mentally and spiritually and physically. So it was a beautiful, beautiful song. So let's put that one on right now.
Love that.
They skipped the
That really hit for me. Thank you, because that was the whole point of.
It's crazy. Even on a channel called BBC Radio, they can't even play the music. That's crazy.
Titling those songs the way that those songs were titled, you know, and it is, you know, it wasn't physical scars for me, but it was, you know, emotional and psychological scars.
It was cuckoldry. I mean, just call it what it is. It was cuckoldry.
And over the past few years, having to learn how to accept that is a part of the beauty and the power that you cultivate, that you wear your scars, you know, almost the way, you know, Jesus wore his scars. That's the concept.
You know, it's crazy how you're a celebrity, all right? But before that, you're a human being. Just talk like a human being. Just say you fucked up and say that you have to live with that. Like, I hate when celebrities do this whole walking through this exocentric description of something that they've gone through to just simply say, I'll never forget the mistakes I've made, and you always carry those things with you for better or worse. Why do you have to describe it in such a way that sounds so douchey? Like, dude, the things that happened to you are not out of the ordinary, to be honest with you. It's life. It's only out of the ordinary for you because it's in turn with your fame. But like, bro, no one cares about fucking Tony down the street that's going through the same shit but worse. No one gave a fuck about him. We told Tony to shut the fuck up. I'm telling you the same. You're one of us.
Of beautiful scars, that your power and your beauty comes from having survived and alchemized that scar.
You know what I mean, bro? Like, alchemized? What the fuck? Alchemized? This is on YouTube. What are you using the word alchemized for? I'm so upset.
To all that you are.
And that's exactly what I felt from the song.
That's not because we're gonna listen to Beautiful Scars after this, by the way. We're gonna listen to a little bit of some more Will Smith music, because we're not done listening to the fucking music, dog. we weren't done. We were just getting started. This is labeled part 2 for a reason. You know, I gave us a break.
I feel like your scar is something that you get to know.
Yes, absolutely.
And I even went as far as like as thinking to name it.
Yes.
So it's like I'm welcoming it.
It begins to teach.
Yeah, exactly.
The scar begins to teach. And that's a part of the real beauty of accepting the difficulties, accepting the adversities, accepting the tragedies and traumas, and recognizing that, like, the power of being human is you get to decide what it is.
Exactly.
You get to decide how it affects you and then how it affects others.
Exactly. And I feel like it's very hard to go through life. No one should expect to go through life unscathed.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, it's impossible.
It's impossible. One of the things that I've learned in the last few years is that, you know, it's hard to hear when you're in the middle of something, but there's literally nothing that could happen that you can't make beautiful.
What does putting together an album?
I feel like I don't understand what the fuck he just said. You know what I mean? I put timestamps here, and even then I'm kind of like, why did I write this timestamp? Because I don't even know what is going on. Like, just have a simple conversation.
After not having an album for 20 years, the last album was in 2005.
I know.
Lost and Found. Like, how?
So now we're talking about him making music again since 2005. Now, mind you, 2005, that's 20 years out of the game. I watched Happy Gilmore 2. Can we talk? Hold on. I watched Happy Gilmore motherfucking 2. I didn't write that on the list because it's been in and out of my mind. Me and my girlfriend talked about this movie, and I guess I can talk about it here. We're going to go on a little bit of a tangent. Will Smith can fucking wait. So Happy Gilmore 2 comes out. And I'm not going to talk about what it's about. The problem is that the like online articles and media are lying about this movie. They keep saying that it's great and that people love it, and no one likes it. This movie has, what is it, like a 2.8, a 3 on Letterboxd. This shit is shit. I watched this movie. You know what I mean? It has a 2.8 on Letterboxd, dog. 2.8. It's terrible. And I was telling this to my girlfriend because she's never seen the first one or anything. So I was like explaining the movie to her, and I was like, this movie's terrible because it's not even the cameos that's a problem. Like, I don't mind the cameos. In fact, some of these people aren't even cameos. They are just reprising roles. That are just playing the characters. Other people are filling in characters that have died and playing it off as their sons now. and it's just terrible because it's like it's not really honoring the character. It's just filling in a gap instead of just rewriting a new story where if you're gonna have like descendants come in, make it make more sense instead of them just coming in to do the exact same thing that their parents did in literally the exact same way in the exact same circumstance. It doesn't make sense. Like, this movie was a waste of money and time, and the worst part of it was Adam Sandler, which is crazy. Everybody else was just a symptom of him, you know? And so it makes me mad because this movie was supposed to be a movie, in my opinion, that could bring comedies back into the mainstream and just make life a little bit easier for people, which is what people need. Society needs to have more faith in comedies again. We need to go back to having simple comedies, and considering Happy Gilmore 2 with, you know, this is a movie that should have been able to do that, and it failed. And mainly because it's a part of Netflix, so it has to follow the stupid engine and the stupid formula of zany characters and stupid ass plots, you know, and so therefore it diminishes what the movie should have been, which is wild, because I'm like, this movie could have done something great, and even in the simplicity that it was supposed to be, it just flops. So Happy Gilmore 2 is ass. Happy Gilmore, the first one, still holds up. I watched it and then I watched the second one, and you know, if you like Happy Gilmore 2, I feel like you didn't watch the first one. I feel like you didn't watch the first one with fresh eyes, because it's actually like insulting to the first one, damn near. I feel like Happy Gilmore from the first one would kick Happy Gilmore 2's ass, like 100%, because this dude would be a piece of shit. Like, who would want to be this character? Nobody. He doesn't do anything. All he does is drink. Like, it's so weird, you know? So fuck Happy Gilmore 2. The Naked Gun, I think, will be great. I can't wait to watch that. I'm planning to watch that in theaters. Can't wait to see what that'll be. I'm gonna write about that one, and see how Liam Neeson lives up to the legendary franchise. But anyway, back to Will Smith here.
Oh, does it? What's the process of that?
You know, so what happened, you know, the last few years for me have been really deep reflection. Yeah. You know, after the Oscars, I like shut it down for a minute and like really went into the internal work.
I like how he frames it like he made that decision. You know, like after he assaulted a dude, he made the choice to go and take a step back. When it's like, no, you assaulted a guy. Everybody decided not to put you in things and kind of canceled all their deals with you. You got canceled. You know, like, you had to take a step back. It wasn't that you chose to. What you chose to do was to at least realize you made some mistakes, but you didn't make the choice to step away. You assaulted a man, and consequences followed.
And just taking a big, strong, honest look at myself, it was like it was like there was a manhole cover over some unexplored areas, and like the manhole cover came off, and it was, you know, scary for a minute what was in there, but then all of a sudden,
I kind of want to play Left 4 Dead right now. You know, this is a terrible episode. Oh my God, we're not 17 minutes in. We're like 10 minutes in, and I feel like we have not done anything useful. Oh fuck.
All of these
God.
new
This
thoughts
and
terrible. New energies and new creativity came through like a geyser, and it just started.
Talking about the fuck are you talking about, dude? We're here to talk about the Oscar moment, and he's talking about manhole covers and geysers of creativity. What the? I'm upset, man. I shouldn't even record. I was in so much debate for an hour of like, should I even record today? I'm so tired, but it's Monday, and I'm so far behind. So I'm like, I have to do this. We have to get through this because I said we would. But he's making it harder. Will Smith, you are killing me. I need you to just say you fucked up and that you, after you had to take some time away, you realized a lot more about the inner workings of your emotional being. You know, something that simple is way better than fucking manhole covers and geysers of creativity. You know what I mean? Because what you're saying is that out of all of that came all of this music, which is just the worst thing to do. Because all this music so far is terrible. You're insulting. You're making the slap even worse. Like, holy shit.
It showing up as music. It started showing up as songs. It started showing up as new creativity.
You couldn't act is the reality though. But you couldn't, it's not that you couldn't put it into your work or your acting. It's because you were let go from a lot of different roles. You know what I mean? There were consequences. It wasn't that you chose to do these things. You had nothing else you could do. No one could stop you from using your money to make a music video.
It's been a problem ever since I was a little boy.
You know, I wish someone did. I wish someone could, but no one did. And I don't think no one is going to. So, you know, we're hostage to the machinations of your creativity from said manhole cover, you know, and it sucks because no one asked for it. We didn't ask for it, but here we are.
So I feel like I'm brand new. I feel like the greatest creative period of my life will be in the next, 5 to 10 years.
That's what's crazy when I'm like, bro, you say that like you're not who you are because of the work you've done in the previous 5 to 20 years. That's what's crazy to me. Like, what you're saying is that you in the next 5 to 10 years that you're going to be even better than you were at what was your peak. Just stop, man. Like, you're lying. You're pushing it. You know what I mean? Midlife crisis, maybe. I don't know. But you can't sit here being Will Smith saying the next 5 to 10 years you're going to do something even more than what you've done before, when what you've done before is make yourself a household name. And what you're saying, what you're going to do in the next 5 to 10 years, if it's music based, well, I'm concerned, because I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. No one wants to see Will Smith, the rapper. I'm sorry, but no one really does. We want to see Will Smith, the actor. We want to have faith in seeing you on the screen again. But it's like the more faith we try to have in you, the more you just stray away from what we want you to do. It's weird. It is weird. Maybe he should, go make music. Go make music. Go push your luck, man. Go reach the skies. Be bigger than Diddy if you need to be. But at the end of the day, I don't think you can surpass what you've already done, because you can only do what you're doing now because of what you've done in the past. So you can't become more than that. You're already an international name. I don't know what more you could want from that. So, unless you're Elon.
I feel like I'm a better actor than I've ever been. I feel like I'm a better musician than I've ever been. My acting career sort of strangled my music career, but I'm trying to take some of that space back to develop myself as a poet and a musical artist. But I'm really excited about what this next phase is going to be. I'm like, I feel artistically more equipped to connect with human hearts than ever.
And can I ask, is that as a result of the Oscar moment.
Absolutely, totally a result. That beautiful scars.
Yeah.
Like the idea of, being forced into a place where I had to be still, and really, for the first time in my career, having to deal with a level of disapproval that I never had to experience.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
does making a mistake in front of the world, how do you handle that?
Yeah.
Because
All right, so now that's a very clear question. Making a mistake in front of the world, how do you handle that? Very direct question, very simple question. I mean, in terms of asking it, answering it, I hope he gives a straightforward answer. I
people
hope
can
so.
make mistakes at home and it's just their mum and dad that tells them don't do that again.
Yeah.
But I guess making something that you feel changed your life in front of the world,
Yes.
what pressure does that put on?
I call it, it's brutiful. It's brutiful. It's
I'm done. I'm actually done, bro. I'm done with this shit. I'm over it. We're done for. We're actually taking a break. We're taking a 10-minute break for real. I'm actually.
6 months later.
He said, "Brutiful." Man, Will Smith, you make it hard to be a fan of you in this day and age. I like I Am Legend.
brutal, but beautiful. Right. And it is like the addiction to the approval of others that I had to dissolve was brutiful. It was brutiful.
I think we need that word in the
Yeah.
dictionary, personally. It makes a lot of sense.
But it's like,
Yeah, we're done with this interview, dog. I feel like I made my point. Here. We should just look at the fucking music, right? Because at this point, I might actually scream. That was crazy. How is it you actually just kind of like pretend like that's a word and that it made any type of sense to what you did? Like, just call them out, and you're not doing that, and it's making me upset. So let's take a look at what his music here. So Beautiful Scars, they mentioned this one, and this is, just by the thumbnail alone. Well, can I pull that up? Just by the thumbnail alone, it makes me not want to watch it. And we got this other one right above it. Like, bro, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I don't know which one to look at first. Which which one? The gospel or the Matrix? Let's do the Matrix. Let's start with the Beautiful Scar. The Brutiful Scars. He should have named this the Brutiful Scars. Missed opportunity. But, I'm not Will Smith, so.
It's one of them stories I'm not proud of, but it's the truth. I did turn down
Why do they always start off a little sus?
Neo in the Matrix. I'm not proud of it. Hello, Will.
This is what he meant by that tweet he made when he said I was supposed to start. I starred or applied or whatever the fuck for the role of Neo. What if I was in the Matrix? I'm glad you're not. I'm glad it was Keanu, to be honest.
Good to see you, Sean.
Look, you've made some awesome career choices your whole life.
You would have ruined this movie, is the thing. Like, you would have ruined this movie.
Thanks.
There's only one you truly regret. Well, maybe two, but we're not gonna focus on that one.
That's messed up.
So I'm gonna give you a choice. The blue pill, everything remains the same and you get to move on with your life.
Got it.
Okay.
Red pill.
Yeah, he's locked in. You see him in these motherfucking glasses? Man, he is locked the fuck in. Holy shit. He's a little scared, but he's locked in. Who was this guy? Obanga?
You get to go back and star in that movie
nice
that
name.
got away. The choice is yours.
Can't even get out of the chair. So lazy. Can't even get out of the chair. Not Will Smith. I'm talking about Morpheus in here.
Star in that movie
Morpheus
that
in
got
the
away.
in the movie was standing. That's what you call power. Why are you sitting, Obanga? Stand up. You are the herald of the Matrix. Do you understand what that means? Like, you are the bringer of the one, and you are sitting. The fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here. This music video is amateurish. It's amateurish, and I blame the director. I blame the director because the vision wasn't even there. He had his eyes closed because these are simple things that should have been at the forefront of your mind when making this music video.
Wait. The choice is
Big
yours.
Sean.
So the blue one, you said the blue one is like stay.
The choice is yours.
I heard that part. I'm just wondering.
I mean, what if you forget though? Like, that is crazy. What if you forget which one is which, right? You're like, shit, which one was the free pill and which one was the fucking Matrix pill? Fuck. Should I ask? Nah, I'm gonna just, maybe if I just guess. Like, maybe I take the red one? What? No, fuck, it's the blue one. I mean, red is bad. Everybody knows red is bad. Fuck, I should just ask. Nah, don't be a bitch, don't ask. I'm sure it's the red one. Fuck, I can't tell if he's looking at me. I can only see myself in his glasses, bro. What the fuck? Fuck it, I'm gonna just take the blue one. Wakes up the next day back in his bed, screams, fuck, you know? Should have asked. Always ask questions. Always ask questions.
I really like my life. You
The
don't
choice
know.
the choice is yours.
I know, but you're not listening
The choice
to me.
is yours.
You're not listening.
Whoa, shit.
He took both. You know, that is a bold take. That is a bold take. He taking both pills. That's one choice Neo never made. And that's the only difference between a black Neo and a white Neo. The black Neo would have probably done some stupid shit like this, like taking both pills and fucking blew up. You know? That would be crazy though. Like, if you just take both. Cause then what? I mean, I assume the blue pill is a sedative though. At the end of the day. Like, in the terms of the actual Matrix movie. Right? Like, it just knocks you out and then probably erases your memory. But this motherfucker is unhinged. This shows how much unhinged Will Smith is. Like, bro, the fuck? He gulped both of those. It's kind of sus.
Wasn't even an option. Look.
Is he chewing them? I don't understand.
Flies an eagle fresh out of.
So what happened? He ate both pills. And then so he didn't need to eat both. Should be like, I'm confused, man. I'm
Philly, yeah.
I play Cyberpunk.
Still rep the city. Mirrors on the wall, worth $500 million. Cause I'm an icon. Somebody you could base your life on. That you should place your sights on. Shot on Canons and Nikons. Turn the cameras and lights on. I've been about the action. Master actor, I still rap. Feel like Mike when they turn the mic on. And I got will until the wheels fall off. That's just the will I am.
This is just cringy, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is just cringy.
There are no limits ascend through the universe. I believe in me like it's religion, but I am the only one who converts. Conversations with the congregation, the scripture is in the verse. I manifest through my mentality. The only real is my reality. I rebuild with the broken pieces that are shattered on the floor. I am healed by the deepest teachings that were given by.
It's just a bunch of sentences, dog. Like, it's just a bunch of sentences. I don't know what you want from us. This is just you saying a bunch of sentences. I almost prefer Pretty Girls at that point. Like, holy shit. $93K. The truth about making music again. And you can make it. Friday, Sunday service. Bruh. My man. Is that a glove on his hand or is that his hand? What's going on with his hand here? What is going on with his hands? This AI generated 100%. It's fucking floating back and forth, swaying and shit. Oh my god.
Don't give up on me, I need you to hold on. Know you deep up in the storm, but I know you can face it. Hey. You could get dark on the road and you feeling all alone. Don't lose sight of where you're going, cause I know you can make it.
This has 0 likes. God damn, this might be a banger.
In the smoke and the fire, tightrope on a wire. I see you broken and tired, and all your hope is expired. You're just done with the chains and the games and the shame, and the world is insane. All the pain from the flames that you walk through, with no one to talk to, but ghosts that'll haunt you and thoughts that'll taunt you. Trying to heal, but the battle's uphill, and if God is for real, you just wonder if He'll listen.
Fucked it up. I'm done. You already fucked it up. You almost had it. You wonder if He'll heal. You wonder if He'll listen. Nope. You couldn't get the sentence a little bit tighter. Couldn't get the sentence a little bit tighter. Shame, Will. Shame. We're moving on now. So, you know, you did that. Anyway. So that was Will Smith. I think that's about as much Will Smith as we'll probably ever talk about on this podcast ever again. I am not looking forward to the next time we would have to discuss Will Smith because it will be a fucking shit show. Honestly, though, not as bad as Pretty Girls. I feel like Pretty Girls was definitely the worst of it. At least, I don't know what went wrong with Pretty Girls. But, you know, he has a lot of issues to work out with that one. And he should have spent more time in the studio with that one. But it's all good. Everybody can't see it, you know? Let me see what else we have here. That shit is just weird. But hey, we covered it. I said we would watch it, and we did. And, you know, I'm glad we didn't watch the whole thing. Because it's too much. It's too much. It is just too much. I have the Coulda Fest tour trailer here, which I have not looked at yet.
The fucking Mac is back. You ready, nigga?
I'm ready. I should be the captain, but I'm ready.
No, nigga, this is 20 years in the wait, nigga. We finna get back in the skizar. Let me holler at Drewski real quick.
Drewski, this is your captain,
Sponsored
Mac.
by
Could have been
Monster.
Airlines. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
I will be flying you across the...
Now, this shit is pretty cool. The fact that they got, like, to do a nice little, like, Soul Plane 2 parody or some shit. If Soul Plane 2 actually comes out, that's a movie that could also save comedy, right? And can put comedy back into the theaters. I hope it does happen. I hope it actually does happen. Because I think it could be real good. I would love to see Method Man and Soul Plane 2, you know? Like, and I feel like Soul Plane 2 could just be, it's like GTA 6 in the sense that it's so far apart from GTA 5 that there's so much stuff that they can throw in there that it could work. So I'm like, let's see what
Friendly skies with my co-pilot Gilmore.
Pilot who? This is Gay Man.
We're going to be flying. We're going to get a lot of bitches.
I can't wait to get everybody pregnant. Give me my goddamn mic back, motherfucker.
Mic from me.
But we'll be back in a flash, my brother.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey! Why do they keep putting me with you? Why?
There's no one else on the plane but Bruce.
Oh, shit. Hey, your boy's good. We are going to die. That's why it's coulda died.
Fucking got low. I love the choices of how you put the sponsors in there. It's good.
We could have died. That's why it's saying could have.
Could have been. I love that. The Coulda Fest tour, flown by a gay man and Snoop Dogg. It's pretty good.
Slow, man.
Airlines.
Put this shit in autopilot, motherfucker.
I hate you.
Oh.
could have died.
They survived. That's all that matters. They survived. They're good. They're chilling. They're chilling.
Y'all niggas barbecue. Damn.
Fucking hotbox the cockpit. There's no windows, bro. Is that why you can't smoke on the plane? Oh my god. Is that why? Wait a minute. I'm actually retarded. Is that? Hold on. Is that? I've never been on a plane. Is that why you can't smoke on a plane? Because there's like no wind. You can't open the windows, bro. It's 2025. They need to like fix that. They need to fix that shit. Like put a little like a thingy where you can just like blow it into like a tube, and then that tube, you know, has like a two-way system, a little door that opens and then goes out, and you know, like in this, like in space where they have the fucking shutter bays or whatever. Crazy shit. Airplanes could be like space shuttles if they actually wanted to. I remember reading about that. Like they actually had like big ass. The problem is the amount of fuel they would need is like it would just be unsustainable over time. It's because they would be too big, and the fuel will just burn out too quickly. Fun fact. But we could have bigger planes, but that's the reason why we typically don't.
Yo, Captain Gamer. Yo, Captain.
It's on autopilot. You should be fine.
These niggas gonna get hot on here. I ain't down on this motherfucker. I ain't finna down on this motherfucker. God, don't let it go.
Is he gonna parachute into prediction? He's gonna parachute into the Coulda Fest tour. He's gonna parachute into the Coulda Fest tour.
Come on, prediction. Come on. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Let's get you.
Bro, the CGI is so bad. Oh my god. Could have been airlines coming to an airline near you. Oh my god.
Woo! Shit all in the goddamn shit!
Goddamn. There's always a hole in it.
Drewski, you're on in 5.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You made it. You're on time.
Drewski, you're on in 5.
Oh, the show. Oh, shit. What city is this?
We don't have time for that. You're on.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Coulda Fest tour is coming to a city near you. We'll be flying through London, Toronto, Detroit, Michigan, Washington, D.C., New York, Houston, Chicago, Philadelphia, Atlanta, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, California. So just sit back and enjoy the ride. This is Coulda Been Airlines.
It's coming to the Bay Area in December. It's crazy. It's pretty wild. It's a wild time to drop in. But whatever. So that, I mean, that didn't really explain Coulda Fest tour at all. You know, it didn't explain shit. He fell out of a plane. That's it. He just fell out of a plane. So cool. I thought there'd be more to talk about with from the I thought, you know, well, hey, we have another trailer. We don't have just the one. I guess we'll just move on. So Fixed is about a dog who gets neutered, or who's about to get neutered, and is trying to like basically have like a dog's version of a bucket list before he gets his balls cut off. This is a Netflix animated show that's coming out, and I don't know why. It's bad, I'm sure. The premise is bad. And this is, I feel like every episode we talk about why Netflix is a shit studio when it comes to making shows. Like, I feel like every episode we've mentioned something. And that wasn't my intent to be slamming Netflix this hard. But bro, You made a show about, you know what? And if you don't believe me, let's just look at the trailer. Let's just look at the trailer and see. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe the trailer is nuanced. Maybe the concept has potential, right? Maybe I'm stupid.
Oh, yeah, so good. Oh, you are my one and only. Oh, Nana.
Should we see it again just to be sure I was...
Oh, yeah, so good. Oh, you are my one and only.
Nah, this is peak entertainment, you know? This is peak content here. I love it. I want more. Give me more.
Nana! How many times have I told you to stop, Nana? Having trouble running? Still gotta fit.
This is anus. Bro. I'm laughing already.
This year. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Honey, what's up, girl?
How's Nana?
Nana? Who cares about Nana?
Your pinky dinky is out.
Sony Pictures Animation. It's wild they put them first.
All right.
Why? Who thought this was gonna be a good show?
Hey, break it up. It's the same ass as yesterday.
What smells like nylon and varicose veins?
Oh, look.
Is that Idris Elba?
It's Rocco, the ballless wonder. What happened to Luther?
Oh, the window of nothingness.
I came home after the park and there was a...
Why is this a show? Like, who's watching this, right? With anticipation to watch this stuff unfold. Are the dogs' anuses gonna be blocked out when the show airs, or is this just for YouTube's sake? Man, this is weird.
The party. It was crazy. No rules.
Some yummies. They let you drink from the toilet.
Come on, boy. They filled it with Kool-Aid.
What the? Oh, me. I guess that's it. Time to go home and...
You know, you can't outdo BoJack Horseman, and that's okay. It's not like you have to outdo what you already did well. Sometimes you just don't have to do anything. You shouldn't do anything sometimes. Sometimes you shouldn't do stuff. And this is one of those cases. Oh my God.
Ace the hatchet.
We're gonna go out there and suck every bit of fun out of those before you lose them.
Together. We're all gonna suck your What?
I meant we're just going along for the ride as you enjoy your before you lose them.
We're off leash!
I wonder how dog owners feel about this movie. I mean, or this show. Is this a show? I don't know. Is this a movie? I don't fucking... How dog owners feel about this piece of entertainment. Because this is disturbing.
Let's go! Oh, it hurts so good!
This is what tonight is all about.
Welcome, bitches. Are you ready to go wild?
Get busy, get busy,
This is like a weird... It's like... it feels like a... It's so weird. Like a dog fetish thing. I don't understand what's happening here, man. Why did Netflix approve this? Why did they greenlight this of all things? Who is this for? Like... I can't picture a single person in any lifetime that I've met that'd be like, oh no, this show is for me. Oh man, my head hurts. My head hurts. Shit.
Me.
Fixed.
Paul? Honey, this is not that.
What do you call it?
I don't know what to call it, but it isn't sex.
Yikes, you know? This thing is, people are unclear of how they feel about this too. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazier. People can't quite define their feelings about this. The one time they finally make a 2D movie, you know, like this shit is disgusting. The Netflix problem just gets worse and worse, and we have to put our foot down. People have to stop paying for this shit. People have to stop putting their money towards ridiculous things like that. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for the economy. It's not healthy for society. It doesn't bring anything useful to the table, you know? And I'm like, that's ridiculous. So we're going to keep this episode short and tight and short, like that dog's anus. Mainly because I feel like the thing I want to discuss, one, I feel like it doesn't fit this episode, and two, I kind of want to have a guest to talk about it with. So we're going to save this one thing that we're going to talk about later for the next episode, and it could be structured a little more tight. This episode, this is kind of a weird part too, and I'm sorry, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see what else we got here before we call it a fucking day, because I feel like I've given everything I can at this point for this episode. I didn't promise that the Will Smith stuff was ever going to be good. You know, I just knew I needed to take a break.
World as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today.
Oh, let's take a look at this. This is fitting. This is fitting. If we're talking about goofy shit, let's take a look at this. We're going to talk about this, take a look at this, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. The Home. Now, we want to talk about cinema. Let's talk about The Home. The Home with Skeet Davidson is a movie that I don't think anyone has actually heard of or even like knows exists. And I only saw the trailer once because of a movie I went to go see, and then the trailer played. And I was like, oh, let's go see that movie. So I took my girlfriend to go see it. And this movie was so bad. Like, it was really bad. It was so hilariously bad. And I feel like by the end of it, they understood that it was bad. But just don't pay to watch this movie. I feel like let's take a look at the trailer. I don't even remember what the trailer is about.
Hey man, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Because I feel like the trailer is not going to really explain what this movie is about. So here, let's take a look. Also, Pete Davidson does not act in this movie at any point, you know? Like he has no range.
Hey man, I'm not gonna hurt you. What is going on?
You saw how clean this place was coming in?
Yes, sir.
Your job is to keep it that way.
And no fourth floor, darling. Those patients need special care. Off limits to you.
Can I just spoil this movie? I mean, do people care about... No one's gonna watch The Home, right? So I can just spoil this movie. Because...
These are good people.
Looking back at this shit and remembering what it's about. And it's so dumb.
Here to get your garbage.
You know, you've got interesting eyes.
There's something very wrong with this place.
This trailer makes the movie look better than what it actually is. That's what's wild.
Terribly wrong.
Which is why I wanted to see it, because when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh wow, this actually looks kind of scary. Like, and it looks like interesting. And then you go watch it and you're like, oh. they're showing the whole movie. This is crazy. This is pretty much the whole movie. You know what we should do? We should watch this movie on stream when it comes out available. We'll do that. We'll watch it on stream. Stay tuned for a live
I'm
watch
not gonna hurt you.
on FatherBeast.tv.
It's time to play by the rules.
What is going on?
Sometimes, when things are bad on the outside, we have to look on the inside.
The Home. So I went to go see this fucking waste of a movie, you know? And here's what this movie is about, right? Let me see if I can give a quick rundown of this movie. So Skeet Davidson is a graffiti artist. He gets caught by the police for vandalizing, and he's also an orphan. And he lives in an orphanage with his little foster parents and a bunch of kids. And so his dad picks him up from the precinct or whatever and basically gets him a job working as a custodian at this nursery home. And that's basically his only way to avoid jail time. So he goes in, right? And the entire movie paints him as this Gotham Batman origin story level character, damn near, where he's in this dark alley painting in the graffiti shit, and there's like this weird moonlighting and all these dramatic splatters of paint hitting his face, you know, and it's all very dramatic for very much no reason. And so he goes to this asylum or this nursing home or whatever with all these old people living there, and all this weird shit starts happening where the people are acting all weird. There's old people fucking, and he's just uncomfortable because they're all pretty much doing old people shit every now and again. And they tell him not to go on the fucking 4th floor because that's where like the very crazy patients are, basically, and not to go there, don't go. And naturally he goes up there and he starts seeing all these like patients that are like sitting down and like just in this very weird room where there's nothing but them, and like they all have these weird TVs and they're just dazed and like bugged out. So he spends the entire movie, I shit you not, he figures all this out real quick, right? But he spends the entire movie just looking around at things, and that's it. He never like actively does anything in the movie. And the problem with the movie is they put him in a role, like they put his character as a custodian. And so as a result, when he's trying to like spy on the asylum people and shit like that, he has to go out and buy these cameras to like record everything. And these cameras are so obviously placed in spots where they aren't concealed. They're just there. And I was telling my girl, I was like, you know what's crazy? If they just hired him as the security instead of the custodian, he could have had better reasons for having security cameras, and probably could have already had security cameras. Like him being a custodian had nothing to do with any of the movie. There are literally only 2 shots of him mopping, and that's it. It's just to serve that role. And you will never see his role as being a custodian come in handy. It's not useful. It's just there, right? So I got mad because I was like, why in the fuck didn't they just put him on as security at that point? It would have been way more helpful for the plot. So that way he doesn't have to get these weird ass cameras and put him in these obvious ass spots when anyway. So he basically ends up going through all this shit. And so one of these shots, let me see if I can find it here, is there's so many different plots that happen throughout this movie that mean absolutely fucking nothing. Let's see. So this scene here is when they are basically at the end, towards the like turning point of the movie, where they're revealing everything that happened and what's going on. Essentially, these old people are stealing, get this, they are stealing the fountain of youth from young people. There's a gland in the back of your eye that has this essence in it, essentially, that keeps you young, right? And it's very potent in younger people, young adults, and obviously fades as you get older. So these old people have been extracting it from young adults that are sent to them from the orphanage. So they extract this essence from the back of your eye, hence the needle, and they drink it, and essentially it keeps them from aging. So that's what's happening in this movie. And everything that Skeet Davidson experiences in this movie up until this point has been a ruse. It has just been them playing around with him, fucking with him, making him think all these crazy things are happening when they're not. They just like to have fun with their victims before they drain them, essentially. By the time you get to this point in the movie, if you get to this point in the movie, you're just up in arms because it's stupid. It's all stupid. I was like, the concept here doesn't even work well, because if you're saying there's essence that makes you young, right? Which is what this whole old people are getting at, which is why old people were fucking in the movie, because they feel younger and everything like that. But the problem is, I'm like, okay, the way elixirs of life work in mythology, right? If we're gonna go this route, it actually makes you younger. It doesn't just make you feel younger. You physically age younger. You're not just ageless, you know? These people don't age, but they're calling it like, they're making it seem like they are getting younger, and they're not. They are the exact same age. They look the exact same as they've always looked, right? The only difference is that they feel younger. You know, like, that's not how the elixir of life works. You're misusing this key piece of mythology in your fucking story, and it was pissing me off because I'm like, bro, this entire story could have been better. This entire story could have made way more fucking sense if, you know, I'm not going to explain how to make The Home better because it's too late. It's already out. That's the problem. It's already out. Their damage is done. So don't watch this movie. Don't engage with it. Don't even think about it after this. You know, there's so much goofy shit, and I'm not even getting into the amount of crazy shit that happens in this movie because you wouldn't believe me. It's a bad movie, and when it's available on digital, we will watch it, and I will probably die of an aneurysm. But, you know, these are sacrifices that we make. So, with that being said, I think we'll call it here. I think this is where we end part 2, because I don't really have much more to add on to this episode. I think we did it. So, thank you. And I will see you on the next episode. I don't know what next episode, we probably will cover something a little more hefty, but yeah, we'll just call it a day for this one. So check us out. If you're listening to this on YouTube, check us out on Spotify for a more convenient listen. If you're listening to us on Spotify, check us out on YouTube for the video content. I put the video on Spotify, but YouTube is a little bit better at that. So, you know, play around with the choices, see what you can do, listen to both. I don't know, it helps the numbers. Leave, subscribe, comment, like, do all those things. Share it with people. People are sharing it, which is scary, but do that. Thank you, it helps. Until then, I'm Father B. We will be back on the Young Talk podcast. Thank you, and I will play us out one more time.